welcome to the Forum Podcast. This week we're joined by the delightful Daniel, the curvaceous Casey, the limp Lewis, and as always, the luxurious Liam.
You're a Harry.
So Angela Lansbury, yeah?
Who's that?
I don't know.
Yeah, who is that?
No, I do know who that is. She's an old dusty. Well, she's literally dusty now, but she's like a person that was eternally old, and she was in Murder, She Wrote, which is one of the more confusing titles for a sort of crime. What would you call that? Like a crime
detective series,
yeah. But she wasn't really the detective because there was was Dick Van Dyke in it, or was that a different one?
I don't think he was in it.
Oh no, that was
Mary
Murder
Poppins?
MD. No, that was there was
It
one
was
with
Doctors, I think it's called, or something, isn't it?
I don't know, but anyway, it's like that. Like Dick Van Dyke has been old since the 1960s, and Angela Lansbury's been old since the 1960s as well. But she's only just died. She was probably...
I just remembered. Sorry, it's Diagnosis Murder. That was going to really annoy me.
That was good. It was him and his son, and they played like a father-dad thing in that. Anyway, Angela Lansbury, I reckon she was just holding on till the Queen died. Probably, she just wanted to outlive the Queen. How old was she?
See that?
Don't we all want that? She was like 96, 97?
How old was old Angela?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, 96.
Oh wow,
exactly.
Oh, so they're the same fucking age.
Oh,
Yeah.
She died 5 days before her birthday. It would have been yesterday, actually, and when we recorded this, so it would have been on the 16th.
My grandfather also died right before his birthday. He would have been
40.
99.
What? Would have been what?
99.
Damn.
Wow.
That's pretty good going.
Yeah.
Do you want to ever be that old though? Really?
I feel like once my knees start hurting, then
Oh, fuck.
maybe put a bolt in.
Me and Dan are ready to go.
No, but I mean naturally, not if you fuck them up playing footy.
Yeah. Okay, so Angela Lansbury is like 6 months older than the Queen.
Well,
Wow.
not anymore.
Oh yeah.
No. No, but what happens now? Are they both like? Do they? Would you say that they're older, or would you just say they're both dead? That's it.
But what happens now is they need to coronate a new Queen of Detective Dramas.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh god, when is it? When do you think they'll be allowed to do a Murder, She Wrote remake?
Oh, God, I'm surprised they haven't already done it. To be
Right
honest.
now,
Yeah.
they have to capitalize on it.
True.
Back to these Chinese lads from the first episode, fucking printing shit for years before.
Yeah. It's just like the Queen's printing plates with the Queen's death date on. There'll be a Chinese remake in the works right now.
Although,
Yeah.
was no one ever concerned that this old lady was always around when there was a murder?
It does. It is a bit worrying, but I mean the same for like Poirot, Miss Marple. Do you know what I mean? It's never that there's a murder and they get called to help.
Yeah,
It's
but they always find
like-
out it's someone else. Why don't we just think it might be the person who's in who's part of every single one of these murders?
That is
Yeah.
usually how you do cases, yes.
Yeah.
You find the common link.
And they never thought, well, over 14 years, this person's witnessed many a crime, and who would suspect the old lady? And now, any money, the murders will all stop.
Yeah, and she literally profited from the murders because she wrote the murders. Murder, she wrote. Oh my God.
Did she actually write it, or is it just a playful title?
No, because that was the whole thing. Is she'd go somewhere to write her next book. There'd be a murder, and then that's why she was famous. I think because writing about murders and stuff.
And also because her dad.
What did her dad do?
He was the politician.
Oh, what you mean in real life?
Yeah, in real life, yeah.
Who was her dad?
Edgar Lansbury.
I never heard of him.
Well, learn your 30s politics.
So is she proper upper class British then?
Nah, yeah,
she's
upper
Irish
class
British.
Yeah. She's upper class British, yeah.
Wow.
I'm sure one of her family was the head of the Labour Party at some point. So not upper class, not conservative upper class, but still if you're fucking top of a top Labour politician, you're still fucking well educated.
Yeah, you go to private school, don't you?
To be honest, I don't know back then, but yeah, now, yeah.
You on our Wikipedia page, Lewis?
No.
I am now. She's a dame. Damn.
It says Irish British for me.
Yeah, but I mean, in 1925, there wasn't much distinction, I don't think.
And you're reading it in Papamento or whatever the fuck that is.
It's like when you go on. It's like when you go on Chinese Wikipedia and it says the leader of Chechnya is a really nice guy.
Yeah. To be
Really-
fair,
Wait, Tiananmen Square happened?
Oh, don't.
no,
Podcast
one in
isn't good. Yeah, that's too late.
I mean, you're not getting played in China either way, dude.
Yeah, it's true.
simple.
It's not getting through the Great Firewall. Not with
No.
pictures of fucking what's
The
their name,
great-
Chechnik.
The Great Firewall of China.
Yeah, not with all the Mia Khalifa and fucking thumbnails that we've got on YouTube.
Wait, when did we do Mia Khalifa?
I think that was like the first or second one, to be honest.
Man,
Yeah.
Our thumbnail got removed for Adriana Chechnik.
really?
yeah, it did. I don't know why, but like, I mean, fair enough. The first one,
I know
like,
why.
No, the first one there was nipple, and there was nipple, and I put a stop sign over the nipple, so there was no nipple, and it was just like it could have been like titty tassels, and I've seen that happen. Like that's been on it. Like the parades all have titty
Yeah,
tassels.
Is that from your Lewis Few videos that you put the tassels on?
Yeah, that is from Lewis. That is from Lewis. Yeah, I put the. I actually wear the tassels and show my hairline, so that's what happened.
you got to do it shirtless. Do you know what nipple tassels are called in America?
Nip taps?
No, they call them pasties,
Really? Hold
Which
on,
is-
so if I Google that,
which should come
No,
up.
the tassels are just the covers, aren't they?
No, pasties.
Yeah, they're not the tassels; they're just covers.
I'm just getting
yeah,
pictures
yeah.
of pastry.
Yeah, I was thinking Greg steak pies and shit like that.
Cornish
Yeah, that's what they
pastry.
use. They use steak pies.
You've
Oh
got
no, there. If I look at the where
Yeah.
to buy things, yeah, that's where they come up.
yeah. If you type in pasties boobs or pasties nipples, they'll come up. But that is just a hilarious thought, like girls going out with Cornish pasties or Jamaican pasties, like covering their jugs.
Tell you what, I'd be hunting.
I'd love to see that. They should
Like
do
what?
that for like a Cornish celebration, Cornish
Yeah.
cultural celebration.
Like, where's that smell coming from?
Oh yeah. Well, that would be nice. You go into a strip club and it just smells like a Greg's, like a bakery.
It sure helps. Not smelling. like
Even
piss.
better, yeah. Go to
Yeah.
Greg's and turn it into a strip club.
Oh wow.
Well, the thing is, I used to go to this strip club, and they had all you could eat wings on Wednesdays.
No. You read it wrong. It's all you can eat wangs.
You want all you can eat fives. That's what you have.
I mean, that was dinner for me on Wednesdays, and it was only like a $10 cover charge. Nice.
It's just a bit weird, isn't it? Because it's like once you've eaten a wing, it's not like you can, it's not like you feel in the mood or like you can really touch anyone. Not that
In
you should be
case he was
touching.
definitely full up.
I mean, there's lubed fingers now.
Oh god! Oh, just buffalo sauce and barbecue sauce where you
Oh
don't
shit!
want
I'm just trying to think how fucking painful that would be, actually.
it. Oh.
But yeah, all you could eat wings.
Yeah, I mean, do you still have to pay the cover charge to get in?
Yeah. You pay. I mean, it's $10, and then you have all you can eat wings.
Yeah, I suppose that's all right. But you're going to end up spending more, right?
Not really.
No, you didn't have any drinks. You didn't have any dances.
No, none that I paid for.
Nice. But you're talking of dancers. Angela Lansbury had a very, very good workout video. It's definitely aimed at the more sort of mature crowd, but when I say mature crowd, I mean the pensioner crowd. But
Naughtiest wank I've ever had.
Is that the one they're memeing about?
I don't know. I've not seen any memes about it, but
No, everyone respects Angela Lansbury too much to meme.
it's.
I mean, yeah, that coat over reveals a lot. No,
I'm clicking through it to see how salacious it is, but to be honest, she's sort of wearing like a very.
I mean, probably in Victorian times this would be.
Yeah, I mean,
frowned
no,
upon.
she gets in a swimsuit. That's 40 minutes 50 seconds for any watchers. If you want to go to the workout video and click through,
any creeps out there?
it's literally just like her ass for about 15 seconds, and then it's gone.
Well, fast forward to 46 minutes and thank me later.
Why are you guys got this shit bookmarked?
No, I
Oh
Googled
my
it.
god! Yeah, this is what I was after. Yeah, the bathtub.
This
scene.
is what you're after.
Yeah. This is
Podcast canceled.
Oh yeah, I was hoping for some like aerobics, but it's very very gentle, isn't it?
I would hope
Talking the
so.
video,
She looks
or-
like she's like 60 in the video or 70.
Yeah, she
Cool.
would have been a young woman, so about 70, 60.
I think she always looked like this. Was she a babe? Oh yeah, she was. If you go on the
She was a
Wikipedia
babe.
page, yeah, 66.
She is a babe. Okay, not anymore. Maybe.
Yeah, probably not now, Casey. Otherwise, that's a police investigation.
Sorry, a little Ted Bundy-ish there, but
Dahmed.
but
Yeah,
have you guys seen the Jeffrey Dahmer fucking thing on Netflix?
Yeah, I did. It was.
It's a pretty good series to get your teeth into.
Oh,
Well,
I just felt like I don't know. It's not like a nice thing to watch, is it? Really? I mean, it's well produced, but what can you say about it?
although I heard a lot of it was like made to look worse for the police than it actually was at the time.
Yeah, but they did do that shit. Do you know what I mean? Like
Not a
handing
lot
the
of it,
victim
though.
back to him. No, I mean they weren't as bumbling.
I mean,
but-
like the handing back to him, spoilers for those that haven't watched it, but like handing over the kid back to Dharma, that was a bit of a boo boo. But
yeah.
it was yeah. But I think
Yeah, I
a lot of the
saw-
other stuff as well, like them getting awards and stuff. I think that was what's the word?
Dramatized.
Yeah, like
Exaggerated.
exaggerated and whatnot.
That's most of them.
Poetic license.
Yeah, I think you
That's
want to with these things. You always want to sort of have a thread of irony in it. Do you know what I mean? You want to sort of
Grain of salt.
you want it to be. There's no
Well,
good outcome.
It's more pandering to what the belief is now, though, with the police, the popo.
I guess so. There was one interesting thing where sort of a lot of it's obviously race based because like a lot of his victims were black, and there's a lot of that in that. Like I think is it Al Sharpton? No, Reverend somebody I can't remember. But there's a lot about that in there. But at one point, there's just this cutaway bit where it's like Jeffrey Dahmer's just like, "Oh no, I didn't give a shit about that race. I was just going to eat him. It didn't really matter to me." And it was like almost like the antithesis of the rest of the series. Like it was all about the sort of the race stuff. But Jeffrey Dahmer was like, "Oh, I didn't give a shit." It was like,
But was the race stuff not based on the police not believing a black person?
I guess so. Yeah, it's that sort of not investigating the crimes, not checking in with the victims and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think that was just America in the 80s in general, to be honest.
But I'll tell you what, how he met his demise is, if you hear someone getting bonked in the gym in jail, you wouldn't think it was, with a, what's the word, a bar for the weights. You would have thought, there would have been a bit of insertion, but he definitely inserted that bar into his head.
Yeah, that was a grim scene. It was weird. They tried to make it, I don't know, it felt a bit sympathetic to Jeffrey Dahmer. It's like, oh, he sort of realised
Born
he's got
again.
problems and born again religion. It's sort of like, well, what goes around comes around, doesn't it? But
I haven't seen it yet, so
Oh,
I
dear.
don't think I'm gonna watch it. I saw Night Stalker on Netflix.
Oh, of course you did.
That was more. That was more documentary.
But that's more your MO.
Yeah, we're not going there. So, the Night Stalker was good. It was good because it's more documentary-esque instead of like a dramatization. So
Yeah, I just felt like it was trying to. I just felt like it was trying to sort of. It didn't even vilify the police massively. I don't know. It didn't. Well, I guess
Towards
it did to
the
an
end, it
extent,
kind of tried to dick all over him.
Yeah, like the police union stuff, giving awards and shit like that. Yeah, I guess it just sort of felt like, the father wasn't really bad. He just didn't really know. The mother was like troubled. I felt like they were going to play the angle that the mother was a psychopath as well. Like she had problems clearly, but it just feels like they left him alone when he was 18 and he was like a broken sort of a broken person straight away almost. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It just sort of felt like even he recognized that. He was sort of like, yeah, I'm just like, that's, I'm not insane, but I just have a really bad compulsion that I could not control if I wanted to.
I mean, fair play to him. He kept a lot of dead bodies inside an apartment for quite a long time. And
Yeah, I'm desperate for space. I'm run out of space. I don't know how he did it.
Yeah.
How's he fitting bloody barrels full of acid around and just,
Tell you what, you couldn't do that shit in the Netherlands with the space of the houses here. Definitely not.
No, and not with the 5 roommates you gotta have to live somewhere.
For real.
yeah.
For real. I've actually had an experience with a sex addict, and it's
Was it difficult growing up with your dad?
No, not that. It was I did this 5-week course in Berklee College of Music in Boston.
Boston.
And which was great, by the way. But I went with a buddy from Curacao, so the two of us were roommates, and we lived like on a floor, and so everybody had 2 people per room, and the bathroom is shared, the showers and toilets, everything was shared. It's like in the middle, and so of course you get to meet everybody and stuff like that. And then this one guy, ironically also from LA, because since we're talking about Night Stalker, um. He yeah, I don't know, he seemed like a pretty alright dude, and then we got talking and stuff like that, and this guy started following us around. And I was like, okay, nice, very weird. But then I remember one night we were talking about it, and he somehow it came up. He said, yeah, no, this was afterwards, right? So I went to the bathroom at night. And so I'm in the stall taking a fucking shit, or trying to, and I see this guy follow me in. Like somebody followed me in. I was like, all right, whatever. He's probably going to the bathroom too. But then I see an eye between the slit of the stalls,
Jesus.
and I was like, whoa, fuck! Like I'm like, well, that ended quickly. I waited until he left, and I went back into the room, and I told my roommate. I won't mention his name. But I told my roommate, yo, dude, something's going on and stuff. So anyways, so we're getting ready for bed, and he comes, he knocks on the door, and he's like, yo, can I borrow your laptop? And I was like, yeah, nah, I'm good. It's a lot of personal shit on it. Not gonna do that.
Incriminating evidence.
and so as he's walking out, like we're getting ready for bed, we saw him like fiddle with the door a bit, but we weren't sure. We was like, just whatever, it doesn't matter. So we're sleeping, lights off, and then suddenly the door opens, and we locked the door, huh? So at least so we thought we did. Door opens. My buddy gets up. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" It's the guy. Apparently, there was a piece of tissue paper on the floor. He put a piece of paper between the door lock and where it would shut, so that it wouldn't shut properly, so he could come in and sneak and try to get the laptop.
And
so
that's how you met Lewis.
and next day, of course, we're like, what the fuck's going on? Explain yourself. And he's like, yeah, he's a sex addict. He's dealing it. He wanted the laptop to look at porn and some shit to like jerk off. And I was like, oh, damn. So that was my experience with a sex addict.
So wait, your experience with a sex addict was he tried to watch you have a shit and then tried to sneak into your room at night and then claimed it was for the laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not convinced.
I mean, listen, I'm just glad I
The
didn't.
circular hole in the wall that was like mouth height in the bathroom probably should have given it away.
That's what that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very big eye slit. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, but yeah, thank God it ended there. So, but yeah, very weird.
How do you remove someone like that from your life? How do you just stop interacting with them? Is what I want to know.
Well,
Stop leading them on.
It helps when it's just a 5-week course and then you go back to your island.
Yeah, I guess that person is gonna fucking struggle through life. Like that person's just
Yeah,
like chaos.
if they don't get help, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, is that a sex addict, or would a sex addict sell the laptop to like buy a prostitute? Do you know what I
I
mean?
mean, we don't know what he was gonna do with the laptop, right? We only know what he said he would do with it, but is that what he's gonna do with it?
Yeah, I don't know, but that is, I mean, clearly he got off, or he got something out of
Oh,
watching this
he
shit.
definitely got. Yeah.
Literally went, oh yeah, he was taking a shit. Ah.
Yeah, when I think of sexy, I do not think of Casey taking a shit. To be honest.
It is an experience.
Lewis, what's your thoughts of thinking of Casey having a shit? Doesn't do it for you.
I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I'd
Looks
have
similar
to,
to a haggis, surely.
because I'm thinking about the shit right now to see if, like, what does it look like, the consistency, is it going to be runny?
No. You're watching him take a dump. You're not looking at his shit after he's done it.
No, but like, that's part of the process. It's like,
Oh, so when I leave,
don't
you're
go-
gonna look at my evidence. But what if I
yeah,
flush?
of course. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
Casey, don't use those glass
it's all
toilets.
part of
dude.
the experience. You don't go to a fucking shitty restaurant, eat good food, and be happy. You have to take it all in. You have to see Casey. You have to look at the shit, and you have to enjoy the scent. It's
Yeah.
all part of the experience.
The smell is a big part of it, to be honest, isn't it?
So,
And the taste as well.
Oh God, no!
so that's why I said shitty restaurant.
Yeah.
See, you know how
did think-
Dan,
I did think-
you know how Dan started this. That's where he wanted to go with it. He just
Yeah.
wanted to tell us about his fucking shit addiction.
Yeah, well, no. To be fair, it's not funny, man. Because poor Dan, right? Poor Dan. He's been living
beg
with
to
us for a long time. He's addicted to eating the shit. And every morning he wakes up and he has one nibble, and he's got like a collection of shits that he's saved up in his cupboard.
Please no.
For those that
I get
don't know,
that.
Lewis is schizophrenic, and his second personality is called Dan.
Did you say
But,
Scottish?
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
I just can't imagine that as your fetish. Like,
What tune? Well, people do like scat.
Yeah.
Like,
I know, but it's just so.
They're out there, man. They're out there.
what was it, John McAfee? With it's a fucking phantom
Yeah,
get shit on me guy.
yeah. There's special hammock with a hole in it.
I wonder
Yeah.
how many people actually have this addiction, but just keep it a secret.
Well, the Germans don't seem to keep it a secret, do they?
They don't really keep anything a secret. I mean, 2 world wars.
One
True.
World Cup.
They've laid it all out there.
That's why I like them. They're just up front.
Just very straightforward, honest,
Yeah.
brutally honest people. Yeah, I don't know. That's the worry, isn't it? If it's that common in Germany, it's probably that common in the rest of the world. There's just a taboo.
Statistically speaking.
But you do hear things, don't you? Like these Dubai porta potties and all that.
Yeah, I've heard like really rich guys in Dubai just fucking get porta potties and shit on like a trashy bird. But I don't care how much money I've got. I don't want to shit on anyone.
But what if somebody was like,
Is that where you were going
I'll-
with this, Liam? Or are you talking about the fact that Dubai has no plumbing?
Does Dubai have no? No, I was actually going there with it. I've heard that rumor
Alright.
as well.
Yeah, that is what it is. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Look, I'm trying to play the innocent.
I think he was trying to dig me out of a hole, to be honest. But I've just jumped back in the shit with you, Lewis. But no, yeah, that is. I think there's probably a racial and religious element to that. I suspect. I think it's like rich men like shitting on Eastern European ladies.
like a hierarchical thing?
I think so. It's sort of like, you know,
Made them feel important.
yeah. I think that it's like a dominance thing,
Like,
but
patriarchy, you know?
Although, I still, like, if you think about it, shitting on somebody doesn't give you anything. Like, being shat on doesn't give you anything. I just don't get it.
Well, the
it's
thing
just-
You
is,
gotta go. You gotta go.
yeah, I was,
That's why I told the policeman.
No,
Your
but I mean,
Honor.
think about it. What's your kink? It gets you going, so that's their kink.
That's true. There's going to be some weird thing that doesn't make sense for everyone else. You know, some porn or something.
Ink, you know.
Nah, I think everyone just likes missionary and that's it.
What's
That's
what's the rule where there's a porn for everything on the internet? Is it Rule
Uh,
34 or something?
I thought Rule 34 was cartoons. There's porn of everything.
That was the one.
Yeah.
If there you go. If something exists in real life or is made up, there will be a
There's
pornographic
porn of it.
depiction of it.
Yeah.
That's what Rule 34 is, because I've seen that subreddit, but I had no idea what it was trying to do.
Yeah, Rule 34.
Is that why you
Okay.
bookmark it?
It's like if you say, I suspect that there's porn of Ronald McDonald
Definitely.
buggering the Hamburglar. That will exist.
No doubt.
You sort of force it into being just by uttering the words. It
Yeah,
comes
because
into
if there
existence.
isn't, someone will make it.
Yeah, eventually.
So
Of
is there, is there
Liam
porn-
doing Lewis.
yeah, I was going to say, is there porn Liam doing the Modern Myth, but I think you just beat me to it.
Wow, Lewis, you're
Speaking
trying
of
to
which,
copy
aren't
me.
you
Jesus.
guys a couple now?
Liam and Liam.
Legally on paper.
Yeah, legally on paper, on the we both share a Costco card.
Yeah,
Nice.
we have a spousal Costco card. So in the eyes of Costco, we are legally partners.
So did you have to like
when are you
kiss?
consecrating that marriage?
We've already done it in Costco.
Yeah.
In
Yeah, that's
Costco.
It's just next to the biscuits.
Before signing, they make you
Oh,
kiss.
fuck.
Well, we did prepare for that. I said if she makes us kiss, like you can't have a reaction. You've just got to go for it. If I say kiss,
Yeah,
Who would
Um,
initiate? Who
and
would be
now,
the one to
and now we
initiate
know Liam's kink.
Costco. Bloody good bargains.
And what did you do, Liam? You shat on Lewis.
oh god. Do you think anyone's ever like somewhere like IKEA where there's a toilet? Do you think anyone's ever just taken a shit in one
Oh,
of those?
for sure.
Definitely. Have you seen the Jackass film?
For
Yeah.
No, I
sure.
haven't actually. Was there a Jackass one of it? That's
Yeah,
perfect.
in one of the films. He just walks into like a hardware store and like in the middle of the shop, like everyone's just around him. He sits down, opens up a newspaper and takes a shit in the toilet that's not plumbed in. But the thing is, he's holding it for so long, he actually shits himself in the van on the way.
Oh no!
Worth watching.
You've got to be
I mean,
outside. You've got to be ready.
How long do you plan it? Like, damn, like
Well, I think they wanted it to be a
big one.
hefty
Okay.
dump. And
okay.
then they obviously, because he was holding it, he was in pain. So people started like punching him in the stomach and stuff.
Oh,
And I think obviously when that happens, it just slips. It just slips.
Fair.
It's happened to everyone. It's happened to
Yeah, it
everyone.
does. It does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Everyone that takes the shit at IKEA.
But when you're doing Angela Lansbury's funeral, that's just oof.
Yeah.
you got to drop some dirt onto the coffin, right? That's
I'm sure
I
Prince
think
Charles was touching cloth.
oh no.
Andrew didn't mind.
No, he's too old.
Yeah, that's the opposite of what that gives him an inverse boner.
Mm. Oh God, goes inside himself. Oh.
Oh, or maybe it's like both ends of the scale. He's either end. If it's
I'm
depraved,
sure he
right.
enjoys it. And
So what are the benefits of a spousal Costco card? Because I imagine they also have like individual ones.
So they do. So the individual one is cheaper. No, sorry, more expensive than the trade one, but you get a free card if you have a spouse. So basically, it's half price because I paid half and Liam paid half.
Okay.
oh my God, you're splitting things 50-50, just like
Yep.
a divorce.
Yeah, true
That's
that.
going on. Yeah, no, I do like Costco. I just don't really get the point of it.
Yeah, I think if the internet didn't exist, it'd be fucking unbelievable.
Yeah,
It is always.
But
It's still
Amazon.
unbelievable.
But Amazon kind of undercuts them. That's the thing. There's always one
Fair.
Chinese lad fucking shipped shit tons of shit to the UK and got a shitty warehouse in the back of his Chinese restaurant, and he's fucking distributing toilet rolls for 20p each or something.
You'd have made a killing at the start of COVID.
Yeah, true that.
Probably was the guy that was like had the monopoly on him. Just fucking
Probably kickstarted it that way.
Oh, talking about monopolies, that fucking glitter you showed me earlier, Liam. The glitter's running out in the world.
yeah.
Gary?
Well, no, he's already run out. He's expired. Yeah, so glitter has a mysterious purpose that nobody knows. I reckon it's the military, but apparently glitter supplies are running low.
Is that because there's too many strippers?
Oh, I wish. Yeah, that would be a justified reason for running out of glitter. To be honest,
I
If
mean,
there
we're
was-
running out of a lot of things. We're running out of freaking dolls as well.
isn't it? Can't you just breed more horses? But CO2 ran out in this country for a while. There was some weird CO2 shortage.
Was it CO2 or was it oxygen for the respirators?
I think it was both. I think
just
that
fucking breathe in a bag.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can really pump that around somebody in the ICU, but you can try. What else was it? Helium? Is
Blood.
it helium? Helium, blood? Yeah. I mean, there's just shortages.
Blood was recent.
Yeah,
Then
I'd
all,
like
all
to
the
know.
British people went to the hospital and went, drain me, daddy.
Oh god!
I'm sure those were the exact words.
Stab me, daddy, with that big needle.
Give me a prick.
Oh, but yeah, I'd love to know what. So like, I saw an interview, and they were interviewing like the glitter company, as if there's one, and they were like,
And they say we do not endorse his behaviour.
and they were just sort of asking, "Who's your biggest client?" And they were like, "We can't tell you that."
Strippers.
It can't be strippers, can it?
Well, there's isn't like solar panels, medical equipment, and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure some of it uses it.
Yeah, but it's going to be like the way this lass was talking on the phone. It's got to be something susp. Like,
So it's kindergarten teachers and art teachers.
They're just addicted to it, just snorting it constantly.
Unless it's just nipple tassels. They're usually.
Oh, it's the strippers. That's what it is.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Talking of nipples, this one's for Casey and Liam.
Oh god.
Would you rather have
Oh.
dick nipples?
Sorry,
Would
you have to repeat that.
would you rather have dick nipples or nipple dicks?
Did you say dick nipples or like decks?
Dick, as in the vaginas. Dick nipple or a nipple dick?
Nipple and nipple dick. So your penis would be the same size, but like a nipple.
Yeah. No.
So-
Your penis would be the size of a nipple, or your nipple would be like the size of a dick.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
Are my nipples the size of my penis? So 8 inches?
Yeah, exactly. So, sorry, what were you about to say, Liam?
He missed the 0 point in front of that.
And I didn't ask the modern myth because it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My penis is a
nothing
nipple.
changes. Oh no, actually, I was thinking about. I was gonna say, yeah, I don't want to lose my penis, so I'd definitely have the nipple. I'd have my nipples become penises, but to be honest, it would just look weird. Do you know what I mean?
Honestly, I would take the dicks as nipples because then I could do
Then you've got
weirder shit.
Yeah,
two 10 inches.
I could have potentially
What?
3 girls over.
exactly.
Yeah.
Two riding your chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 right in the chest and 1 right. Well, I mean, you've still got the sensitivity, and 1 right in the fucking nipple.
That
Does
one's
it?
going to be so depressed.
Do I have balls for each nipple dick?
No, it's just this the same set of balls, but they're bigger. So they've got yeah, same set of balls, but they're just bigger.
You're gonna end up looking like a cow at the end of this. Just udders everywhere.
Doesn't matter. You have
Nah.
to make the decision. So you would
I
go
think the
with
balls are a bit much.
Yeah.
So
okay.
if you get excited walking down the street, are people just going to assume you're cold?
I mean, I do that already.
Yeah, but I mean,
My
it
nips get
depends,
hard.
depends on the size of the dick, man. Because I mean, there's no assuming you're cold if you've got a fucking 10-inch cock both sides. People
It's just
really-
very cold.
It
Minus
just looks
12.
like a really big nipple ring.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. Get you Prince Albert's. Ugh.
I don't know. I think both are quite unfeasible. Like you could live a normal life with a nipple as your penis, but it would be quite unsatisfactory. I think. You'd basically be a
So
lesbian.
basically, you'll have a clit, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, but it would have the feeling of your nipples, which
Which
men
sucks.
don't really get off on it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah,
a
no,
guy
I'm
thing.
taking dicks for nipples.
Yeah,
okay.
dicks for nipples as well.
Fair enough.
You?
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably join you on the nipple dick.
Dan?
Wait, what? Wait, did you say? When you say nipple dick, which way around is that?
I would have 2 dicks.
Oh, right, yeah.
In place of my nipples,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I'd have a little pee-pee, with the size of a nipple. Just
So wait, do you piss out the nipple, or do you piss out
my
both
God.
penises at the same time?
That's good, too deep.
Is it is it going to be like a fountain? Are people going to throw pennies at you?
it's a shared ball sack, so it'll probably be all 3 at the one time, like a cow. Liam's right.
So do you have 3 ball sacks or 1 ball sack? Sorry,
No, 1 ball sack. was
one
big.
big one. Yeah,
One
okay.
big ball sack. It's same place.
One giant ball sack.
But where is the ball sack?
Same place.
Right.
Could you individually control all the penises, or is it just sort of one's going
Yeah,
the other
could you
way?
use them like an indicator if you're walking in the street
Oh, well, you know when you
That'd be
turn
to
the
handy.
signal left and right?
That would
You know when you
actually
turn
be very handy in the Netherlands for when you're biking, because you don't
Yeah.
have to stick your hand out anymore.
Yeah, when you tense up, when you tense up and you're midstream and you want to oh fuck, somebody's coming. I'm like when you're outside, for example, somebody's coming, then you stop pissing midstream. You have that power, but on all three decks, but you can't.
That's like the worst power to have. That sucks. Having to stop mid pee.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, you can maybe divert it to the other.
But you could also piss 3 times as fast because you just get through it. You just have to
True.
make sure that you lift your shirt up.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? There was like 3 different guys who had this ability, and they went to the bukkake. It would
Oh my gosh!
it would be unbelievable. You'd be like the fucking kingpin of the bukkake.
You'd move to Japan and just be fucking rich forever. I guarantee you, there is porn about this. Japanese
yeah.
porn about this
Rule
already.
34.
Rule 34. Yeah,
Yeah.
guaranteed. I'm going to type nipple penises in to Google and just see, just
I
for
look forward to the adverts that come up later.
research.
So that's the second podcast episode in a week that we've been removed our thumbnail because this one's just going to be nipple penises.
Okay, I wouldn't Google image nipple penises. It's just a lot. Oh yeah, okay, I found
It's
some.
probably just micro penises, dude.
I found some, and it's Japanese, but interesting take on it. They've got a woman that has the nipple penises. So sorry, the
I didn't expect.
yeah, she's got.
For all your pegging desires.
But the problem is, it's like a Japanese sized penis, so it's not really impressive. But there you go. Oh, and there's loads of cartoons about it as well. It's like
Wait, what?
there's just loads of cartoons.
You mean there
about
was real people with?
Yeah, they've like done like a weird plastic sort of.
Oh, okay.
It looks real. It looks like she's got 2 penises instead of nipples.
Man, what a world we live in.
Oh my god, I've just seen the weirdest cartoon. Okay, I need to get off this. Jesus Christ.
You know the world is advanced when your hypotheticals become real.
You're
Yeah,
slow to the game if that's the case.
too advanced is the problem. You know who else died? Hagrid. Hagrid died.
Hagrid.
Yeah.
That's a shame. Everyone knows Hagrid, to be fair. It's like worldwide famous superhero. Do you want
Superhero.
to?
Do you want to explain to the viewers who Hagrid is, Liam?
The actor or Hagrid himself?
Hagrid is a person.
Well, okay. Well, Rubius Hagrid was expelled from Hogwarts. Sort of. I think he was probably about 15. It's hard to tell because he was a giant, so I couldn't really tell you. Half giant, correct? Yeah.
So human.
And he was expelled from Hogwarts because he had a spider.
And I'm just going to stop you there. This is perfect time for Queef of the Week.
Wow.
I don't remember recording that.
Beautiful. That had a crisp tone to it. Do you know what I mean?
It was beautiful.
Anyway, Robbie Coltrane. Let's give the man his respect. Hagrid. What else was he in? Anybody remember any other films that he was in?
I mean, he was in some series, but mainly UK based.
Yeah.
So it's not really a worldwide thing. He was in Ocean's 12.
Was he? Yeah.
He
I was
was.
going to say James Bond. He was the Russian guy in James Bond, or sort of Russian.
He was the guy that would speak in weird riddles in Ocean's 12.
He was in a Kate Bush music video.
I forgot the name of the character though. But he made Matt Damon look a fool.
Yeah,
He was in Van Helsing? Wow.
Matt Suey was his character name. Matt Suey.
Nice.
And he was also in Harry Potter.
Bum bum ba bum 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 bum.
I don't know that one.
Basically, there's just wizards, and they do wizardy stuff.
Harry Potter. Yeah, I never got into Harry Potter. I literally only went to the movies because like my cousins were interested, and I had a crush on Emma Watson, so that's the only reason why I went.
When you were 30.
Yeah, when I was 30. Now I think we're born. Hold on, how old is Emma Watson?
I don't know. This is when it starts getting creepy.
Yeah, we're born the same year, so it's not creepy.
Mm.
It is when you go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're rewatching the first film, it's creepy.
I haven't rewatched. I haven't rewatched Harry Potter.
You haven't rewatched?
He's getting all nervous.
Yeah.
I haven't
Rory's
rewatched
full of
the Harry Potters.
Somebody call FBI.
Why haven't you thought about doing that for your living situation? In case you just live in a cupboard under the stairs.
Because I know my letter's not coming.
Yeah.
Mine is
Well,
going to be this.
it's going to be
gonna
from the
real
FBI.
theory.
Yeah. Not the letter from the same place, but a letter is coming.
I mean, you say that, but we're talking about moving to the UK, right? So check your cupboard tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think the problem is I don't really have a cupboard under the stairs. I think you'd literally just be in a stairwell in a
I
common.
don't have stairs.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
too
not
poor
rich
for
enough.
stairs.
We're not rich enough to afford
We
stairs.
need
Casey.
as soon as we get those sponsorships in, I'll be getting some stairs.
Wait, hold
Yeah.
on. How do you not have stairs? That's the biggest fire hazard for your building. Then.
We just jump out the window, climb up.
Yeah, 8 floors, easy.
Parachute.
I mean,
Yeah.
depends on
Yeah.
where the fire is. You
Yeah,
might
yeah.
want to-
Basically, if you live floor 5 or higher, the UK government gives you a free parachute in the event of a fire.
Oh, it's like
Um,
GTA.
Yeah, or like Warzone. It's like unlimited use as well.
Yeah, you can always
Nice.
pop your chute.
True story.
Nice.
Look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
It's the link next to your pet haggis.
I think Lewis.
Speaking of
got killed.
haggis, so the other haggis, which is Hagrid,
Yes.
he recently died. If we bring it back to what we were talking about,
Yeah, keep it on topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's just sad, isn't it? What did he die of?
obesity.
No, yeah, I mean, I was going to say is quite obvious reasons.
Well, there was a load of people were grateful that he died because he supported J.K. Rowling with her views.
Oh,
Yes,
wow. It's amazing
Yeah.
how we wish people to die because they have different views than us.
Mm,
What a
mm.
world.
It's almost like they're not being tolerant of other people,
Hmm.
which is the argument in the first place.
Exactly. Irony.
Mm. So wait, out of the Harry Potter films, so we've had Snape die,
It died. The first
We-
Dumbledore.
first Dumbledore. Cedric Diggory died, of course.
No, that was not in real life. He didn't.
Oh, I thought it was documentary. Oh, the guy that played Vernon.
Yeah, again, I can see why he died.
Richard Griffith. Yeah, he's a bit of a chunker, isn't he? Is there no one else?
Just fucking pray Maggie Smith doesn't die anytime soon.
Yeah, I was about to say, who do you think's next? Because it's going to be out of her and Michael Gambon.
They've got to milk Maggie Smith for all the fucking.
Oh God! Oh God!
Oh,
No!
God, no.
Oh no! Oh, Rule 34.
Going back to
No.
the nipple penis. No, they've got to milk her for all the Downton Abbeys they possibly can.
Fuck's sake, would you
I
stop
don't even know
wording
if
it like that?
sorry, they've got to use her for all the
Okay,
Downton
I'd
Abbeys
accept
they
that.
possibly can.
Oh, maybe the guy that played Filch. I don't know if he looks that old. Surely Warwick Davis can't have long. They don't have long life expectancies. Their life expectancy's a bit short.
Oh,
No,
God.
bit short. Okay, no,
Yeah.
right, okay.
Oh, it's funny as you said that. I was scrolling down.
Vern Troyer.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I was looking at. I was like, oh.
Vern Troyer. There we go.
Yeah.
Who had a sex tape?
Did he?
He did. Just
thought
like
so.
Angela Lansbury.
Well, hers was softcore. Did he go full hardcore or?
I don't
I
think
want
he could.
to see it now.
Oh God. I don't know. I've never seen it. I've just well, not that I'd admit anyway. I don't want to Google it. I really don't want to Google it, so I'm not going to.
I've done it for you. Don't worry.
All right. What's it like?
Send them the link.
Is it ethical to watch it because he's the size of a child?
Yeah, is it technical paedophilia?
It's
I
not
don't-
because he's an adult, but
No.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some kind of wrong in there.
All I can tell you is he kisses funny and it does look very weird, but
Are you actually watching it?
I'm not watching it. I'm just looking at stills. It's on like the Sun and stuff like that. The stills of it, but good. I mean, she's pretty. You know, this lass that he's with.
Do you
it's
think she was in it for the money?
I suspect that is probably part of it. The money and the fame, but
Yeah.
it's sort of a grainy, very Kim Kardashian-esque sort of feel to it. But I mean, yeah, good for them. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay, here's a hypothetical for you. Would you date a dwarf?
Are we talking Gimli or?
Well, not a fantasy dwarf, not
Okay.
one that minds for mithril, but just a human that is.
When we say date, are we talking about date with the intention of going for the rest of your life, like settling with, blah blah blah, or are you talking about date as in like go on one date, see what happens?
I mean, you've got to smash. Where's the fun if you're not smashing? Let's be honest. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
I know,
how
I know.
well you-
That's my question. Is it purely for the smash, or are we
Wait.
trying to fucking make something
Well,
happen?
if you fall in love with them, I mean, I don't think you'll be able to control it. Do you know what I mean?
if she makes
do
me
have
happy,
powers.
why the fuck not?
Well, I mean, come on. If you've got 3 fucking dicks, you've got at least one. Have the nipple dick.
Oh, I'm sure 3 dwarfs is quite manageable.
Yeah, she can have the nipple dick, and you can get 2 normal sized girls for the other ones.
Hmm.
Oh,
They
what?
might-
So it's like to scale.
Yeah, exactly. This
Uh,
game.
do you think
They
it
might-
works like that?
I don't know. I think the dwarf might get jealous.
Why?
I think they'd get jealous if you're trying to hook them up with threesome and foursomes with like normal sized girls. Do you know what
And
I
then you just get an angry goblin.
mean?
Definitely be Goblin.
I don't think she'd get jealous, man. I mean, there's. Would she?
She thinks little of you.
How are we assuming? You can't just assume all dwarves will get jealous. Like they have personalities. Just
Yeah, they all mine for gold and wake up scary dragons.
Jesus.
Yeah, dwarves do delve too deep, to be honest.
They,
They're
know,
waking things in the dark.
Sometimes they come up a bit short, but
Oh God, we need to get away from these jokes.
Yeah.
Dan popped about 3 back to back that no one heard.
no. But
Dan.
okay, to answer your hypothetical,
it's not big of us to make a joke about it.
I think I would smash, and I would also date one seriously if she makes me happy. Why the fuck not?
Times are tough, I take it.
Casey,
Well, but what
Why-
if she puts
why would
in?
I-
Yeah,
why
but
would
what
I-
if she puts in little effort? You know?
What? You're a cunt.
Stop.
You're a cunt, Dan. No,
I'm
but
enjoying this. I'm
but
enjoying
the
this.
thing
I'm
is,
enjoying this. I'm
well,
crying.
why would I have different standards for a dwarf versus like a normal sized person?
Oh, let's not throw away the. Let's
Oh,
not throw
come
away
on,
normal.
The correct
gonna
term
cut-
is normies.
I'm going to clip that and show what you've just said, Casey. I can't believe you said that.
You'll never
You've
get
gone
into
down
it.
in my
I
estimation,
literally
Casey.
said the most
No.
the
You
most
said- you just said
equality
dwarfs aren't
sentence.
normal.
Why would I treat them any different? Why?
Yeah. But you just said dwarfs aren't normal. Did everyone hear that?
Mm.
Yeah.
Dwarves are people too, Casey.
Says the one who's been cracking jokes about him all night.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I would do a dwarf too. I don't give a shit, to be totally
I think I would as well, but I'd be careful if they have a short temper.
Oh god.
Oh.
All right, Dan.
Would be-
Seriously, would you or would you not?
Yeah, seriously, would you?
Oh, I need to have a little think about this.
Oh, Jesus God.
Let's get away. Just
Oh.
answer the
All right,
question.
Liam. Fuck it. We're skipping Dan.
Probably not, because I just feel like one, I'd roll over and just destroy them one night. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know about you guys, but Casey's been a bit short with me.
And 2, also, to be totally honest, I don't think I could take people like looking at like staring. Do you know what I mean? When you're just out and about.
But they're already staring at you because you're so fucking handsome.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, true that. I honestly couldn't do it just because anytime I joined the Discord call with Dan, it'd be fucking absolutely.
Nah, these jokes are in short supply.
There's some bangers though. If you type in dwarf porn star, there's some.
Is it a little list?
Oh,
I'm going to hell because I'm laughing so hard. Stop. Fucking gonna
Can
give me-
I bring it back to the actors and actresses who've died that were in Harry Potter? Because I thought
Yeah.
of I found 2 more
Because-
whilst
are
we
you
were
gonna mention
discussing.
the dwarves?
Don't let them be dwarfs.
No. The one that played Malfoy's mum,
Oh yeah, she was in
Helen McCrory.
Peaky Blinders, wasn't she? Yeah.
and one that I'm surprised you didn't get was John Hurt.
Yeah. I don't really think about him and Harry Potter, even though he was probably in.
He was Ollivander.
Yeah, Ollivander, one maker.
the one.
Yeah, I mean he's
Yeah, he was the one that gave Harry his wand.
No way.
Mm.
He
Told him to
sized
give
him up for his
it. Told him
wand.
to give it a little bit of a shake. And,
And a
so
polish.
what action happened? Yeah.
Shake it more than 3 times. You're playing with
Yeah.
it.
Oh, here's a good fact about John Hurt. First person to play Aragorn.
Really?
Yeah, the like 70s version of Lord of the Rings. It was Aragorn, which feels very weird, but
Well, yeah, but I mean, the list for playing Gimli isn't as big.
no. Okay, let's move away from dwarfs, please.
Jeez.
Don't ever mention dwarfs. It's actually on the ban list now.
I think I'm out.
Yeah, we got
I think I'm out.
that blacklist is growing.
Yeah, but sorry, ban list.
Yeah. I mean, it did start off quite small.
So Karen's Diner, I don't know what this is. You guys were talking about it earlier, but I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, do you know what Dick's Last Resort is?
No.
Okay.
But I
Are we going back to the dwarves?
I could take a couple of guesses at it, a couple stabs here, but I'm gonna let you explain it.
A couple of
Nice.
stabs of dick. But for
Right.
real, I don't actually know. I don't know what that one is.
Right,
So
Is
so,
it-
it's probably best you explain what Karen is first, Liam, if you're going to go for this.
right, so Karen. No, I'm not going to explain what Karen is. I think everyone knows what a Karen is.
Oh, so just a classic meme of Karen. All right.
Yeah, like
Just an angry woman.
yeah, but
Most
the-
likely, I can't go that far.
You
go
can.
on. You
No.
can-
You
Wait.
wait. Pause. You can't go that far now.
No, it was going to get worse. Most likely doesn't get enough of Dick's Last Resort.
Fair.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah.
That's a good way. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Right. So Manchester's very foodie, right? But the problem is now they've started with all the fads. Like the fads are coming in.
Oh, I hate the fats.
Not the fats, the fads.
Oh, I see. Well, you did say foodie, so
Yeah. So Karen's Diner is very much like Dick's Last Resort that they have in America. But it's sort of like you go in and you get basically debased by the staff. They sort of, take the piss out of you.
Oh.
Oh no,
The
you just
reality-
get really bad service and they just shout
Yeah,
at you.
bad
for ordering it.
service.
And they do
They
take the piss out of you a bit as well.
Yeah.
Hurry up, are you going to order? What the
it's-
fuck did you come in here wearing that for?
Why? But why would you pay for an experience like that? Like, just stay home.
It's just a
man.
gimmick, isn't it?
It's just a bit of fun, man. I mean,
It's like the heart attack grill. It's like,
Yeah,
why
but
would you
can
go
you-
there
can
if
you
you know you're
grill
going to
back?
die?
That's the
yeah, of
thing.
course you can grill back. Of course you can.
Hmm.
I don't know if you're
Yeah.
meant to, but I mean, who's going to stop you?
you can't fucking lamp them, but I'm sure you can shout back at them.
I mean,
Yeah,
they'll
yeah,
definitely stay in character if you punch them.
Yeah.
Tuna casserole.
You're just getting dragged out by the police. I thought it was all a game.
Yeah,
It was just a prank.
That's probably a great area, though, to be fair. Like, I mean, if you said something like, oh, you're a fucking cunt to the person, and
Well, you're going too far, Lewis. Jesus, you can't say that stuff on a
At
podcast.
that point, they're almost paid to take it. You know what I mean?
Oh no, let's not use that terminology. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like British service is bad enough already that it doesn't
You
really
just get
need
that natural.
it. Does yeah, it doesn't really need it.
At least the Americans will understand why we don't tip.
I mean, you
Yeah.
don't want to tip Dick's Last Resort. You don't know
Well,
when you'll get back.
I imagine the diners in the UK are similar to the ones in the South and in the US. Like,
We'll have a
they're
few bodies in the basement.
They're very nice, kind, like a hun,
Oh.
that type of thing.
Nah, we don't have the US culture here. We are more. They don't get money. They don't get tips. So because they don't get they get very little tips, and because they get fuck all tips, there's no point of them trying. You know what I mean? In America, they're trying to fucking really work for their cash.
Hmm.
Did you
Eat
say
it.
they get little tips?
Only at Dick's Last Resort.
I
Jesus.
thought we'd gone past the dwarf jokes.
No, so anyways, no, but I feel like the tips come in the US anyway. So
I feel like tipping is getting more popular here, though. Like,
I tip here. I always tip
Just the tip.
unless it's delivery. 'Cause
But
then
what
I'm
are
not
the
playing with
things that you
cash.
always tip? Because anytime I get my hair cut, I always tip. Anytime.
yeah, but
Yeah.
technically you're getting a discount, really, because you're paying in cash, and you can always just be like, "Hey, look, I've only got 20 on me."
No, but I always round it up to the nearest 5. So
Hmm.
if it cost me 21 quid, I'd pay 25 quid.
Yeah,
If it
but
cost
even
me
if
31 quid, I'd pay 35 quid.
even if I'm eating in a restaurant or out for drinks, I'll tip like with my card. I'll add like $5 or something.
Oh, nobody
Do you
does
tip
that.
at a bar? I don't tip at a bar.
I tip at
No.
a bar.
Every time you order a drink, or just when you foot the bill?
No, at the end. Foot the bill.
Yeah, but what if you can't order every time?
Oh, then
what if you
I
have
mean,
to order
that-
every time?
Well, if I'm paying with cash, then I'll tip for each drink.
But I think it's different in the UK because in Holland, do you buy rounds for everyone,
Yeah.
or do you just buy
You
your own
can.
drink and that's it?
The thing is, but I go to the same bars, so I can just be like, hey, put it on my tab. You know.
Yeah, I mean, UK, you buy a round of drinks, and then the person that finishes first buys the next one, and then they'll conveniently slow down, and the one that finishes next will buy another round, etc.
Yeah, but in Dutch culture, it's sort of like everyone pays for themselves type of thing, so it doesn't
Yeah,
happen as much here.
That
But that's
happens
how it
more
is
in
in
Europe, doesn't it?
Curacao.
Like mainland Europe as well.
Yeah.
I did see a tip about if you're drinking in the US, and that is to tip heavily on your first drink.
Yeah.
Because every drink that comes out after it is just going to be like 50% alcohol.
Yeah, it's heavy hand pouring after that.
Like
Definitely.
here, they measure every single shot out. Like there's no because again, there's no tips.
Most nightclubs are a bit different because they'll measure it, but then they'll spill half of the bottle away from the shot glass, so it still gets filled up.
We were having this discussion the other night actually at the bar, and I think it's regulation here that you can't pour more than.
Well, yeah, but I mean, is there going to be someone inspecting every single drink poured? You know,
No, definitely not. But it's a difference between, like, let's say you're in Curacao and you know the bartender, he's like blah 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 blah. You know, like it's fucking.
Well, that's a good service.
Is that how they speak over there? Yeah.
Is that in the bathrooms?
Yeah, is that in the little eye hole?
That's only in Boston. Speaking of which, you know what I miss?
Oh, I had a throwback.
Fire trucks that sound like fire trucks.
Go on then. ASMR fire truck.
Yeah, what does a fire truck that sounds like a fire truck?
A fire truck sounds like, I'm going to put out a fucking fire, not like the ones they have here in the Netherlands. Wee, wee, like it's gotta fucking have horns blazing.
It needs to be a honk. It needs to be like a honk. Like,
yeah.
Wake up the whole island, pretty much.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, the island's only about a mile long, so
it's a little bigger than that too. So.
They should do it like they did in the 1800s. Just have a handbell and just ring it as you run your cart down the street.
Old school.
I mean, I was going to bring it back as we were talking about dicks. Surprisingly, not where you think I'm going to go with this. When I worked at a call center, we had to verify charges, and someone had been to the US. And I'm hoping everyone's heard of the store, which is Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yes, of course.
Basically, someone had to verify this charge with a very old man.
Oh god!
And basically, he was quite hard of hearing. And basically, she was like, "So we've had this transaction to a company called Dick's Sporting Goods," and the man was like, "Sorry, where?" And she went, "Dick's Sporting Goods," and he was like, "Sorry, who's Sporting Goods?" And no word of a lie, during that, like, bear in mind you're in this call center, so you could probably hear other calls in the back of in the background. She was just screaming the word "dick" at this old man, and she was like, "Dick's Sporting Goods," and he still couldn't hear it. So she just went, "Are you in the US?" And he went, "No." And she went, "Well, this person's used the card in the US, so I'm assuming that's not you. So we'll stop it there." But she screamed "dick" and "Dick's Sporting Goods" in a call center for about 5 minutes, which, I mean, even now I find it hilarious. But when you're 18 and you're just listening to someone screaming "dick" at an old man, I mean, it is comedy gold, and it is a story I've told, well, pretty much to everyone now that I've ever met. So
no, that's good shits and giggles, man. It doesn't matter how old you are.
Oh yeah, you get a lot of these stories, but yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of dodgy stuff that you see in that people spend money on.
That's a very weird interaction. So,
it was great.
What's the weirdest social interactions you guys have ever had?
I think Casey's one was pretty weird with the sex addict.
That one was normal compared to the other one.
I got asked. I told you this already. I got asked. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this one, but I was just going to meet Lewis, and I was sort of walking across town, and I sort of got stopped on some tram tracks, and it was a German guy and his sort of Asian girlfriend asking me where Chinatown was. And I sort of got the map open because I didn't want to send him the wrong way, and I showed him, and the guy just sort of stopped me like midway for explaining. I need to be careful how I phrase this, but he said, "You're not Jewish, are you?" Those are the exact words he said. "You're not Jewish, are you?" And I just sort of said, keep in mind this is a German guy. I sort of said, "No, I don't think so. No, I'm, definitely not." And for some reason, something in me told me not to follow that up with asking him a question like, "Are you Jewish?" Because like, I was going somewhere, he was going somewhere. I didn't want to start a weird line of questioning that could take me somewhere very dark. But I cannot tell you if he meant it in a way as, "Oh, are you Jewish? I'm Jewish," or "You're not Jewish, are you?" Like I cannot tell you which way it was.
Was it like, "You're not Jewish, are you?" Or was it like, "You're not Jewish, are you?"
It was it was more the second one, but I don't know. He just looked at me with the sort of 1,000-yard autistic stare that I couldn't get. I couldn't get a read on him.
So he was autistic.
So if he's okay, so we can assume it's the second one then. Like if
I mean, I have to assume because the alternate is so much like worse that there's a guy going around that wouldn't have taken my directions if I was Jewish. But I don't know. Like I can't.
But to be honest, maybe as a German guy asking the Jew might think that, oh fuck, we fucked him about, he's gonna fuck me about, and send him to God knows where.
But surely a German would know better than to ask.
I mean, dude, it's 2022.
I'm not trying to rationalize this. I think it's fucked up, totally fucked up. I'm just trying to
it might not be. That's my point. It might be he just, if I'd like asked the right question back. It's the problem is it's two like autistic people meeting each other and like not really like not really being able to interact with each other. Like I should have gone, are you Jewish?
Is there a synagogue in Manchester?
Oh, it's very Jewy.
Okay, yeah. Maybe he wanted to. Maybe he was Jewish, and maybe he was gonna be like, "Oh, if you are, then do you know where the synagogue is, or some shit?"
All I say is, I hope you didn't give directions like he would be expecting when pointing them out. I'll leave it there.
No, but I feel like if you're British, you can't ask someone, "Are you a Jew?"
I feel like if you're anybody, you shouldn't be like what?
Why? What's wrong with being a Jew?
Well, no, it's the context, really.
Somebody asked me, "Am I a Christian?" I'll say, "Yeah."
I thought your name was Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis the Christian.
It's the context,
I guess. I feel like that's information that's got to be offered. I mean, yeah, if they're wearing a yarmulke or like a hat, then I could go, "Oh, this guy's probably Jewish," but I don't feel like I can ask. Yeah, it's the context. I feel like you've got to know somebody for more than 10 seconds to ask if they're a Jew, to be honest.
What if we were walking down the street, right? And let's bring it back to like something that we know a bit better. So let's say you're walking down the street and you say, "Oh, can you help me find out where Chinatown is?" And then I says to the person, "Oh, are you Christian?" Would you still feel the same strangeness, or
yes, that is very strange.
Yeah, I would. Maybe not so much in Manchester, but if I was in a place where you're oppressed as a Christian, yeah.
Even in Manchester, that's just weird because it's like, what's it to you? Like, what outcome is that going to have on this conversation? What religion I am?
Yeah, but who knows? He didn't have an alternative objective. I mean, who knew he wasn't trying to sign you up to the fucking Jewish church or whatever synagogue?
I don't know. This guy was definitely a tourist. He had like a German or Dutch accent. That's the thing. He could have just been Dutch, and I just missed the massive autism.
Was it Casey?
Yeah.
Casey's just wandering around Chinatown asking if people are Jewish or not.
What about you, Nick? What's the strangest social interaction you've ever had?
I've been thinking while she's talking. I can't think of any. I can't think of one, and I'm really trying. Maybe I'm the strange one that approaches people.
No. We've had a conversation before. I don't know if you want to talk about that, but
I don't know which one you're on about.
Oh, I know the one you're on about. I know exactly the one you're on about.
Okay.
I genuinely have no idea which one you're on about. If you can relay it to me via non-verbal methods.
I can.
I mean, I can tell the story if you want.
I'd rather you didn't because you're going to make this
No,
up.
no, it's not that bad. I don't think it's that bad. What do you think, Liam? Do you know the story we're talking about?
Yeah, the one where Dan was wearing the pink tutu. Yeah.
Oh no, that's just a standard.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So Dan was walking down the street in the town. Sorry, yeah, the town that he's from. I don't want to give too much information away. And so this girl comes up to him.
Grimsby.
This girl comes up to him, and basically Dan had been with this girl before in the past, and she come up to him. Long story short, she said Dan was the father of her child. So Dan.
And then I said, "No, Lewis's sister. That can't be right."
No, Lewis's mother.
Dan's been playing child support for the last 6 months.
And the worst thing was
some black kid's mum, and the kid, the mum is also white. Just putting that out there. So
and a dwarf.
Yeah, but Dan's albino.
Dwarf.
So Dan and the mum are both white, and Dan meets the kid for the first time. And Dan comes in his van, as he does, with his sweets.
With free candy on it. Come in.
And
all
I think that's
all
what he
ages
told
welcome.
God.
him. And,
So to answer your question, I don't think I've got one.
oh,
You've not
I
had
mean, like I've been like around Vegas and stuff and seen a very old man dressed as a baby. That was disturbing enough as it was. You get some weird street performers there. There was just a man with wings and a nappy, and just walking around trying to get photos of people.
What were
sure
the
he
wings
wasn't
for?
sure he wasn't a cupid. A cupid.
I was
Oh,
just
it was
gonna
Cupid.
say.
It was Cupid. It was
I don't
Cupid.
think it was a baby.
But
I was
like,
just gonna say,
but like an
the
old
wings.
an old man with a beard. It looked like he was homeless, and yeah, he had wings and yeah, it was disturbing.
Are you
But
calling me
I didn't
homeless?
interact with him.
Old man with a beard.
Well, no, but like he had the dishevelled look of a homeless man.
Fair.
so talking of homeless man, that leads on perfectly to my story. So when I was in uni, there was I had like a few friends, probably a couple of my cousins and a few friends and whatnot, and they all come up to Glasgow where I was studying at uni, and we decided to throw a party. So we went out, we went on a night out, and like on the way back, we were just like getting anyone who wanted to come to an after party to a party. So,
No, let's go.
so on the way back, we met this guy who looking back was clearly homeless, but at the time we didn't realise he was homeless. So he comes up to my apartment. My flatmates are all in, blah blah blah. We all having a bit of a party. My flatmates are in too. We bring this guy to the party, and so we're drinking.
This is where your shit fetish came from.
So we're drinking, we're having a good time. Yeah, the hobos took his fucking top off. He's dancing on the fucking kitchen table with his bare feet, and it's minging.
Nice
Right,
party.
But it was crazy. It was wild. It was mental. And so anyway, everyone had gone home, apart from some girl who ended up staying with me, my flatmates, and the hobo, the homeless guy. So my cousins and whatnot, they were staying in the building too. And what happened is, in them, like they'd all stayed up till like fucking 5, 6 in the morning. But at like 10 to 10, I thought, all right, okay, I'm gonna be clever here. I'm gonna put in a fucking I'm gonna because in Scotland you can't buy drink after 10 p.m. So I thought I'll be clever. I'll order on Amazon now or Amazon. It's called Prime now. It's not a thing anymore, but it was basically but order on Amazon and you get delivered within 2 hours any time of the day. And Amazon were trialing it in Glasgow, I think, at the time. So anyway, we'd ordered alcohol at fucking 10 to 10, and then in the morning, I woke up at about 8 in the morning with the hobo knocking on my door, and because he slept in the kitchen. He's knocked on my door in the morning, and he came through like with the Amazon delivery of beers, and he's like, "All right, mate, I've got your delivery for you. Is there any chance I could have a beer?" So I was like pretty chuffed because I thought he would have woke up in the morning, found the bag of beer, and just tried to steal it all and fucked off. But it was funny because he gave like a Wolf of Wall Street styled speech in the morning after I let him drink his beers, and it's quite sad looking back. But he was like standing out because it was quite high up and the windows open they open fully. So he opened the window and he was like, "I never dreamed I'd be in the uni halls ever in my life, fucking partying with the uni lads, like giving it all of this." And he's like, "I fucking made it. I can't wait to tell everybody about it." And I was like, I feel bad that this is like the peak of your life, but also I hope you made some fucking memories because it went a bit it got out of hand quick.
I bet he's shouting it out in the street corners to anyone that won't listen.
Yeah, I reckon when I left Glasgow, man, that guy's been probably looking for me for about 5 years trying to get back into a party, but I'm gone. But yeah,
if the police can't find you, he sure as shit can't.
Yeah, true. Maybe he was undercover police. Nobody knows. But no, I mean that was probably my strangest social interaction. It was bringing back a hobo to a party and not realizing he was a hobo till way too late.
So he was giving a hobo the night of his life.
Yeah, but it was more just the fact that I'd brought him back. Then quickly, when you start to talk to them, you realise they're homeless, and then it's like, can I really ask you to leave? Are you going to steal anything? Or will I just get fucked up drunk and pretend this is fucking normal?
So wait, were you like, "Oh, I'm sure you've got to get home now"? Oh, maybe not.
Just edge him, just push him out the door. I'll see you later.
But honestly, I was worried. I remember sitting there thinking, "Fuck, what if I can't get this guy to ever leave?"
Yeah.
And
squatters' rights.
But yeah, I mean, he did leave eventually.
It'd be bad if you go back up and you have a reunion with him. He's been sober the entire time. It's like that was the event that made him, shape up his life. That's the one that made him stop drinking.
Oh, he took a photo of him. He's made a little shrine in his street corner.
It'd be better you apply to a company and he's the CEO.
Oh my god! He doesn't remember you, but he's got this story about how he turned his life around after one mad night in the uni halls.
And then you guys meet, and the movie's called Serendipity, and you kiss at the end.
But that was a funny night, man. So funny. It was. I'd say it was one of the strangest. Well, not top 5 strange. Oh, actually, I've got a really bad one as well. But I don't know if I can save that one for another podcast or if I go into it now. What do you reckon?
We can save it. I think we can save it.
Someone's dying to play Rocket League right now.
No comment.
Does Dan want to play Rocket League? Okay, so let me go into that.
So this will take about half an hour for this story to tell, and then we'll go on to one of mine, and then Casey's got one more, and then we'll be done. Yeah.
Well, then we've got to listen to a Crazy Frog 10-hour episode.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put Dan out of his misery then. Let's call it there. It's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me as well.
It's goodbye from them.
What about the Winnie the Pooh horror film? Or are we gonna?
That's next episode.
Well, that's for the Halloween episode.
Oh, okay.
/ your birthday
Spoilers.
episode.
Oh, thanks, guys.
And there's going to be a little game that we play to do with your birthday. It's good. No, it's going to be horror film. It's 40. It's going to be horror related as well. So it's going to be. There can be bad. It can end up bad for you, basically.
Why don't we do that? Just say next week. Next week on the Forum Podcast. Hell,
just have you screaming next week, and then
next week the homeless guy shows up. We flew him down to Manchester,
and he's here tonight.
I would if I had enough money, I'd go to Glasgow right now and ask every fucking homeless person in that city.
Hopefully he's not homeless anymore.
I mean,
he's Scottish. He's probably homeless.
Yeah, try that.
He's in the mines.
He's probably on the smack.
He's in the mines. He's looking for Smaug.
Anyway, let's get on the league.
Right.